Hello everyone. So today we have another classic, another title by 3D Realms. This is Max Payne.
Stand by 1010, investigated reported disturbance at Acer Plaza.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
That's Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress.
Back in the day, this was and still is an amazing game. I think it was one of the first ever games that I saw to add bullet time,
Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer
and
in danger.
the narrative and story are top notch.
Officer in danger, Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over. To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the pain started.
And yes, it's presented in the style of a novel.
I was still in the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan,
graphic novel,
Midtown
should I
North
say.
Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See ya, Alex.
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking
Like
candy
eating
from
candy
a baby.
from a baby.
Life was good. Sun
The
setting
sun
on a
setting
sweet,
on a
summer's,
sweet
day.
summer's day.
The smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A
A
house across
house
the river
across the
on the
river on the
Jersey
Jersey
side.
side. A beautiful wife and a baby girl. The
The
American,
American
dream
dream come true. Honey, I'm home. But dreams
Dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking.
The sun went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding. Michelle, honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started. They'd given me the best seat in the house, front row center.
Front row center.
What the hell? Something ugly had been tattooed on the wall. A map
A map of things to come.
It was a poison syringe, a magic tag full of diabolical meanings. Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
A machine shotgun. Wait until you see other combat in this. For those who have not played Max Payne, you are gonna crap yourselves. Because it's not just good, it's amazing.
Michelle! Freeze! NYPD, drop it!
And this is how bullet time works. How amazing is that? If you don't feel like a superhero now,
No, please, God, no.
no, no, please, God, no.
No, God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York.
And so it begins.
I came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station.
Roscoe Street Station.
The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
Alex, my boy, where are you hiding? Ooh, this is not a good sign. Everywhere I go, death.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
I might have to learn how to get my gun out first. Risk action like that might get me in trouble. Big trouble. And if he's bananas, as you say,
the pills would ease the pain.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this? He and Mickey are having too much. Damn!
even my bad playstyle and the killing still is good. Doesn't matter how bad I play, it's still amazing. Tell you, the guys at 3D Realms know how to make games. Okay, looks like I'm alone. But not for long. Shotgun, anyone?
The security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
Boom! Tell you, amazing every time. Even despite this game's age, it plays brilliantly.
While
Highly
looking for Alex,
recommend.
they had ended up in the middle of a big-time crime operation.
Can see cracks in that wall. That kind of suggests it's going to blow open.
Hitting Roscoe Bank ain't exactly hanging.
I need to figure out how to use my painkillers. One of these must be the painkiller button. Bingo! I found it! Totally looks explosive, but it's not. Right. Nailed him.
The gate was locked. I would have to find another way to get to the tunnel.
How about... Nope. See, that totally looks explodable. Personnel. Hey dude.
You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
From the control room 1 floor up. Okay. I can get you there. Did you need me to get you there alive? Because if so, we might need to talk. While you're running, I'm gonna get a coat. Oh.
Home free. This way. What the hell?
So much for home free. Run and gun. And no one is left standing. Guess that's my ticket out of here.
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. The power was back on.
It's one way to get in.
So much for being subtle.
Subtle's my cousin's name. And he's dead. Believe it or not, my
The
cousin
rusty door
McDonald's
led to
got
an
run down.
abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down in Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
Like a pro. Fits like a glove. Like a glove. Ready for this one? Ah, tricky little bugger. I see ya. As I wandered lonely down the sewer, what could possibly go wrong? What do you mean everything? Like the rain, my bullets sprayed the enemy. No faces left unharmed. Blood all over the walls. What the hell was that?
Hold on here. Give me the detonator. What are you talking about? The detonator. I thought you'd bring it. You were supposed to bring it. Yeah, right.
That's one less.
What the?
Ta-da!
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Hold it.
Hold it. Hold what exactly? All of your weapons? Because you won't be needing them.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way.
Police are already here, fellas. Nailed it. Booyah! Well, the alarms are going off. Let's see, we've got control of multiple vaults.
The bank robber's score lay on the table.
Why is it savings bonds?
The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine. The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit. We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
Great, now the coppers are probably going to be after me. Did you just throw a bomb? Yeah, you did. It'd have been great if there were a guard behind that.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack! I nearly shot you!
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue!
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight through Roscoe Bank Vault. Station wall.
Alex,
This is
get down.
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place? Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
And his brain's all over the wall. Does help if you open it.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes. Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors. Cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing a Bogart like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk swap plan. But don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he says bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the max. Junk swap game. Gotta kick it off the city for it. Even and lying down.
Finito, brothers, God finito! And if you want to find out what happens next in our adventure, smash that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe, and we might come back to play some more Max Payne. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.